Are you tired of a traditional 9-to-5 grind and looking to start your own business from the comfort of your home? Well, imagine waking up, grabbing your morning coffee, and managing your entire cleaning business with just your laptop and few clicks. No commuting, no office politics, just you and your growing empire. Sounds incredible, right? Well, that is quite possible, and I'm here to show you how. Traditional cleaning businesses require a lot of overhead, office space, on-site management, and in-person training. These all can eat into your profit and limit your flexibility. But what if you could eliminate those hassles? The need for a more flexible, cost-effective business model has never been greater. Remote work is the future, and the cleaning industry is no exception. Their current industry has problems with the high overhead cost, in-person management and supervision, limited geographic reach, and time-consuming physical presence. Now, let's talk about how you can meet these needs with a remote cleaning business, and here's how you can transform those pain points into opportunities. And this is what we're going to talk in this video: operational setup. We will discuss the essential digital infrastructure and tools you need to manage your business remotely. That is crucial. Management and supervision. I'll share tips on how to effectively manage and supervise your cleaning team or team altogether without being physically present in a location. Marketing and client acquisition. We will cover strategies to market your services and acquire new clients online. And then cost management, because how it's super important how you manage your expenses, especially when you're remote, because your goal is to maximize your profits. Operational setup. Let's start diving in. Digital infrastructure. So you're going to invest into cloud-based software for scheduling, communications, invoicing, and etc. You're going to use tools like Zoho, the one that we use, or Household Pro, or Jobber, that can streamline your operations. And here's a golden nugget: you will use automation tools like Zapier, integrate different apps, and streamline your workflow if they don't integrate immediately. Use Upwork or Fiverr to find the qualified freelancers if you don't know how to do this. For example, you can automatically send feedback from forms to the customers after each job, or once the customer is set up in a system, you can send them a welcome email or a survey. The automation is just limitless. Things that you can do with it. Remote coordination. You will use platforms like a Slack or Zoom for team coordination without the need for physical meetings. And implementing weekly virtual meetings to keep everybody aligned and motivated is super important. And use tools like Trello or Asana to track tasks and progress. I recommend at least once a week meeting with your core team. If you read Think and Rich Grow by Napoleon Hill, then he suggests creating a mastermind and meeting with your mastermind at least twice a week. And if you have not yet read that book, you should go pick up and read it. It's an amazing book. Virtual onboarding is something that you would need to do. Implement online training models and remote orientation sessions to bring new hires up to speed quickly. You will be creating video tutorials for your training modules. These can be reused and updated easily, saving you time in the long run. You will find that as you hire those people, and you continuously should be hiring people, especially when you're remote, because last thing you want, you've got the order and you cannot fulfill it. So that's the last thing you want. Therefore, keep hiring people. And when you hire them, you need to train them. And when you train them, you're going to find yourself repeating those instructions back to back and ongoing. Creating those video tutorials will help you to overcome this. And you could now literally train your people while you're sleeping, and then quiz them too while you're sleeping, because programs and automation and cloud-based software now allows you to do that. So let's talk about management and supervision, because you're not there. Of course, you still need to create management and supervision tools. After all, the customer doesn't know. Customer thinks you are here on the spot. So, and that's what you want. You want the customer to know, because last thing you want customer not to know, and then you're not here because customer is not here now. Clients in general like to work with companies that are local, or at least they need to think that you have a local presence there. Remote supervision. You will be utilizing digital checklists and remote monitoring tools to keep track of your team's performance. Apps like Trello can help organize tasks and ensure accountability. So you will need to get a little more tech savvy. Use GPS tracking apps like Hubstaff to monitor cleaner location to ensure they are at job sites on time. And you can also do, like, there's and applications now for different clock in, clock out, and they have geo fences set up. So employees or subcontractors unable to check in unless they're in a location because it uses the GPS of their phone. That's even cheaper than using specific gadgets or hardware. It just goes into the people's phones already. Performance tracking. You will be employing softwares like Google Forms, which is pretty cool, effective, or Typeform to gather client feedback and track performance metrics remotely. This data will help you to make informed decisions, and you will need to be paying attention to it. Analyze feedback data, identify trends and areas for improvement, and then you will be implementing a reward system for top performing employees and subcontractors to boost morale and performance. They need to know that they are appreciated, but they can also earn more with you. If they feel like their earning cap is limited, they're gonna go and find another employee or company to work for, which will provide that opportunity. So if you have good people, get a hold of them and encourage them enough. Think about what's in it for me factor from their standpoint and try to offer that to them. Autonomous workforce, that's what you would also need. Hire self-motivated employees and subcontractors who can work independently, reducing the need for constant supervision. And you will find those people as you interview. I actually have questions that I put together that you need to ask, and the system that we use, a 3-step system that we use to hire those people, how to know the ones that are good. Watch that video after you finish this one if you haven't seen it yet. So you'll be conducting a personality assessments during the hiring process to ensure those that are you hiring are a good fit for remote work, because some are really good, but some are really good at supervised work, and this is something you can't do. In this, you are creating a remote work. You ideally you want to be in Paris, you want to be in Central Asia, you want to be in Japan, and still having the money come in. Communication is super important, and digital communication tools will be a lot in this. So you will be leveraging email, messaging apps. Many of us or people that work for us use WhatsApp, for example. Some use Telegram. So you will be probably getting acquainted with those softwares and start using the software that many use, especially if your staff. Video and conferencing software that you will also use. Tools like Slack, WhatsApp, and Zoom are super cool. Use video messaging for important updates to add a personal touch and improve engagement. People alike, I actually have a joke, like we do a lot of remote work, and if somebody comes up without the camera off, I'm like, hey, what happened? Did you not put up your makeup? And then they already know, and then they're like, sorry man, here, let me get back to online. So there's a difference when you talk to people over the phone, voice messages, which is good too, given the time and relationship you have. But in the most important meetings, you want the eye contact. You want to see how they feeling about a specific topic, about the criticism or encouragement, whatever you're doing. So it makes it personal, and when it's personal, people take it closer to their heart. When they take it closer to their heart, they're less likely to stab you from your back, and likely to work better and perform better for your customers. Asynchronous communication is super important. You will be allowing flexibility in communication, making it easier to coordinate schedules. Tools like Loom can help you send a detailed video messaging without needing immediate responses, or just use WhatsApp and other videos, like you just shoot a video and send it. That's what I do. I normally like to use stuff that's free or inexpensive. Create a shared knowledge base for FAQs, documents that your team can reference anytime. And you could do that, for example, with just Google Documents, right? Just hyperlink and put the question, and if they're concerned, they can click and get to that page. It's super easy nowadays. And if you need the content, go to ChatGPT, tell it, create me content for this. Make sure you're specific, you're giving the exact outcome that is desired and the task, and I'll spit out, and then you work back and forth, polish it to what works best for you. Online customer service, what you will be doing is providing customer service through digital channels, including email, chat support, social media. Tools like Zendesk can streamline your customer service operations, because that's like a ticketing system. Especially if you're the only person who's answering the phone calls, then you might need the ticketing system. But also consider, I like, at least nobody's paying for somebody to pick up the phone. You don't have to have this person in your office. There could be an answering service and you pay them per minute that they talk and etc. But I like when somebody picks up the moment that the call comes in. And then the golden nugget here would be implement chatbots on your website to handle common queries and free up time for your team, because that's what you want. You want to automate as much as you can. Now we are going to talk about super cool thing, which is marketing and client acquisition. Online presence, of course, it's huge still, and it's getting stronger and stronger. Build a strong online presence with a professional website and active social media profiles. Use platforms like WordPress for your website and manage social media through tools like Hootsuite or Zoho Social offers that as well. And for Zoho One, we pay $50 per seat. If you want the affiliate code, I have it. That'll give you 2 months of a free Zoho trial and see if you like it. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. You just move to another one. And you will be leveraging your local SEO by creating a location-specific pages on your website and listing your business on Google My Business, which is super important. Inbound marketing is something huge that I love. I've got the whole video about inbound marketing and outbound marketing separated. So if you want to see that, go ahead and do that only after you finish this. Optimize your website to appear in a local search results, ensuring potential clients can find you easily, because now that's how they're finding you, right? You're not literally like knocking their doors. They are actually finding you and coming to you, especially considering that you are remote. You would probably use tools like Yoast SEO. They can help you improve your website's search engine ranking and regularly update your blog with cleaning tips and success stories to attract more traffic and engage your audience. Remember, what happens here is like you SEO optimize your website. People come in and then go through your funnel, and then if they need the social proof, they go to like Facebook or Instagram and then look you up and make sure that you have good reviews, and then go to Google My Business and look up your reviews. So reviews are super important. So you need an ability to get in front of the crowd, and then 2 is to persuade the crowd that you are the person who will be able to deliver, because give them the benefit of being second. Nobody likes to be the first, right? Nobody like, oh, if there's no reviews, nobody knows about the company, then that person is taking the biggest risk. But if they go in and there's like a lot of people like, dude, this is a great company, then that's a social proof. So never underestimate the power of a social proof. Create a referral and review, encourage online reviews and referrals to build credibility, and then get more customers attracted to you. Offer incentives such as discounts on free services for referrals. Use platforms like Truce, Pilot, or Yelp to gather reviews. You know, they all have cons and pros, so wait out. But Google My Business is great, Facebook is great. That's normally where we send our traffic. And implement referral program with a dedicated landing page on your website to make it easy for clients to refer others, which means like they should be able to come to your page and then put the email of the other person first name and hit send. Like whenever you tell somebody, dude, put an email, that's a lot of work. They have to open the email, come up with subject, come up with the topic for the subject, and then write it, and then put the address of somebody else and send it to them. It's a lot of work. You want to remove the friction. The lesser the friction, the more response you're going to get, which is in the end is going to benefit you. And the beauty of these things is you set them up once usually and update it once in a while, but then once it's set up, it works. It's great. Cost management, as promised, this is where you want to save as much as you can, because the more you save, the amount of money you have, the more you save, the more is in your pocket for reinvestment or enjoying the life, whichever floats your boat. One crucial aspect will be is running it and managing your cost, and here's how you can keep expenses in a check while maximizing your profit. Lower overheads. Save on costs by eliminating the need for physical office space and in-person supervision. You're already doing that, and you're going to invest in affordable digital tools that provide high value. Consider using a co-working spaces if you need to meet with someone. Occasional team meetings to save you on office cost while still saving a professional environment when need. For example, if you come to visit that location, you've got the location area manager and you need to set up with them, it's better to meet with them on a co-working space as opposed to in your hotel room or hotel lobby, right? Like me, hotel lobby might be all right given you're staying in a good hotel, but if you get a remote place, that's probably is the best. invest in investment technology. You would be spending wisely on technology to manage your operation cost efficient, because technology will add up. Subscription-based software often provides the best balance of cost and functionality. And another thing that I like about it is now that somebody else's responsibility, because you have a phone number to pick up and call if something glitches, doesn't work, and it's not your responsibility. Like, it's not just, you know, if it works, user error, etc., but it's the crashes, the hacker attacks, and etc. So you don't have to worry about those things anymore. Take advantage of free trials and discounts offered by software providers to keep costs down. They usually offer 1 month's free discount, right? So go take advantage of it. I mean, if it's like a $70 a month or $50 a month software, like for example with Zoho, I have this code that can hook you up for 2 months. That's $100 in your pocket. So think about that. Flexible staffing. You will be employing cleaners from various locations, providing greater flexibility. And consider part-time and contract-based workers to adapt to changing demands. And this is where your 1099s come into play. It's better because now you're not guaranteeing work for them. Yes, I understand you might have a lesser control, but if you find the ethical ones, it's great. And then make sure there's like a non-compete, liquidation damages clause, non-solicitation, the other terms and conditions, and you can all automate all the stuff that it can like go out directly to the subcontractor, and they don't need to print anything. They can sign everything on the spot. But the other beauty with 1099s, I know I pay them more than I would pay the W2s, but I don't have to guarantee work for them, right? They have their own companies. And as long as I find the ethical ones that can represent me well and help me retain the customers, then I'm fine. You might need to use like a gig platforms if you need to find some people for temporary workers during peak times, or even perhaps worst case, which I haven't done is, I mean, I have done it, but never hired it, like the local hiring agencies. At least it's best to have someone there on a standby, even more, even if you want to break at cost for that 1 or 2 jobs until you fill something, because it's better to upkeep your promise to the customer and go deliver the project, even if you're breaking even and making no profit, because then you know you want some time, and the time to find the right person and then start making money from the customer as opposed to losing the customer. So I've got a motto, which is it's more profitable for me and less hassle to keep an existing customer happy as opposed to continuously chasing new customers. So keep that in mind. And picture this, your business is now growing, your clients are happy, and you are able to manage everything from anywhere in the world. Your team communicates effortlessly and your operations are streamlined and your costs lower than ever. This is the power of a correctly built remote cleaning business. And what now happens is you get your increased flexibility and freedom. You can travel, you can pick up your kids, you can be with your kids, you can do whatever you'd like, because you don't have to be inside locked into the office or to a certain location. Lower operational costs, wider your geographic reach, because once it works in one area, you can reciprocate in other areas, and then happier clients and employees. So ready to make that leap now? Start by investing in the right technology, building reliable team, and marketing your services and standard operation procedures, which is super huge, SOPs. The future of cleaning is likely remote, and with the right approach, you can build a successful and most importantly, scalable business. If your intention to go traditional business in 2024, then check out this video where I talk about every single step you need to do should you want to do not a remote business. And visit my website, ansimpact.com, or contact me directly if you need personalized advice. Thanks again and stay tuned.